Okay, so in there you can see my fuel polishing system, and I'd just like to give you the tour. So what I'm doing is I'm just reusing my existing Racor 215 series filter setup, and I just put a new 10 micron filter on there to do the fuel polishing. And so let's just follow everything in, okay? Follow everything. So at the moment I'm actually just polishing something that's in a jerry can, which is convenient because it's easier to show you this. So this is what I'm going to use to kind of get into the tank and scrape around a little bit. And so that just comes down here through this inline filter because I just like to see what's going on. I want to see what's going through there before it gets in there. Goes through the Racor and then out through the Racor into this little $60 Canadian dollar diesel fuel pump, 12 volt, and then from there right into these jerry cans. So this isn't one of those continuous systems. I'm actually going to filter everything out of the tanks and then filter everything back into the tanks. So temporarily the outlet from the tank is just right here. That's a 3/8. So I actually had to change these little these fittings, but it doesn't matter. You know, I have the other ones. They just go back on again with Teflon tape. And then on the other end, that's the fuel line going to the engine. And the port that I'm going to use is actually the fuel gauge port. So I just took out the little fuel gauge float from there, and that's how I'm going to access inside the tank. This tank actually needs some other attention as well. You can maybe see it's becoming unseated, and it's sort of held in with some half-assed strapping. But that's a story for another day, a frustration for another day. Okay, so I just want to show you what came out. So this is the filter that was there before. It's all rusty. It's full of gunk. Let's just see if I can give you an idea of what's going on in there. Okay, well it's obviously blurry, but there you go. Okay, so that was so full of gunk that like I couldn't even get the setup to work with that. Okay, so how's this wired in? Well, the fuel tank is grounded, or at least it's connected to the negative terminal. So I connected that little pump to the negative terminal, and then I just took some wire and brought this up to my panel to a spare 5 amp breaker, and I'm just running this off the battery. So I should have enough to do it all today, but you know, if I don't, whatever, let's do it another day. My solar panel will take care of that. Yeah, so that's all I got for you today. That's my fuel polishing system. Oh right, I'll just mention, this is a $15 brake cable cut from a car, copper.